Good evening, mates. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Treasury Consulting Group shot a video about the personal guarantee revocation by Indian banks, wherein we put our opinion pertaining to that. And many intelligent people, more than Einstein, wrote on YouTube that why don't you explain everything? My first question to them, tell me one person on the YouTube who even dare to explain this, then you ask me. Anyways, great people are always here. There are many questions that came to us on the YouTube and also on the personal WhatsApp. Few emails also came. So I thought that rather than answering to each and everybody on an individual note, better make a clarification video. Clarification come solution video, to be honest. The first question that came to us, I'm looking at the diary where we noted all questions. The first question came to us is that whether can personal guarantee be monetized? Yes. Personal guarantee can be monetized, but it depends upon several factors. Example, the promoter's credibility, the asset it backed up, and in which market the personal guarantee is given, to whom the personal guarantee is given. And there are multiple factors that are key in determining whether personal guarantee can be monetized or not. But on a principal note, personal guarantee can be monetized. Question number 2 that came to us is, do we need the counterparty approval for personal guarantee monetization? Of course. In this video, I gave an example of Ramlal and Shamlal, two promoters of a company. Ramlal owns 50% while Shamlal owns 10%. Together they hold 60%, rest 40% is by others. And they took 5,000 crore as a loan from SBI. We once again reiterate that if that example turned out to be a realistic example, that is completely a coincidence. And Ramlal gave a guarantee to SBI, a personal guarantee that in case the company as a whole, Ramlal and company not been able to pay, as a promoter, he would pay from his pocket, and this is what the collateral. Assuming Ramlal, everything is going good. So company is doing good, profits are coming and everything is okay, not bad. And Ramlal decided to monetize his bank guarantee, personal guarantee. Ramlal think that he has given a personal guarantee worth 1,000 crores to SBI, and I think time has come when he can monetize that. Case 2, things are really messy. The loan which Ramlal and company took is not working, the project is not working, nothing is working, and Ramlal is really concerned and is looking to monetize that. In either of the case, whether things are going in the favor or things are going against, Ramlal need to take an approval from SBI, that too in written. If he do not have an approval, he cannot monetize that. And if there is any monetizer who is monetizing that, then it's a sheer break of the law. First of all, I really don't think any monetizer will get this done. And it actually depends upon several factors also. Like in this video, I told you that unfortunately, even the best bodies of the globe like ISDA, International Swap and Derivative Association, not yet came with any ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means one for all. Just like Singapore, we have one GST rate. Canada, we have one GST rate, which means ubiquitous rate. Unfortunately, there is no ubiquitous rate, ubiquitous format for personal guarantees. So across the globe, like Singapore having their own format. In fact, Singapore might have more formats. India is having their own formats, Canada having own, US having own. So everyone having their own formats. In the absence of a common or a ubiquitous format, what are you writing in this format that really matters? There are many technical conventions that you need to mention in these agreements, but if you are not mentioning that, in the absence of these connotations, precisely speaking, the things will go in the favor of a bank. Example, in a cricket match, the benefit of doubt always go to batsman rather than the bowler. There are some occasions when batsman benefit of doubt go to bowler also, but predominantly benefit of doubt go to the batsman. Similarly, in the absence of any ubiquitous format, if the contract or an agreement do not have the sufficient clause or the condition, then the benefit of doubt goes to lender, which is SBI, not the Ramlal and Company. Third, is it easy to link personal guarantee with SPLC? That is something, if you permit me to speak, I think that is a very, I really can't expect somebody ask this question from me. It is like somebody is asking me, I have a card which is issued by JP Morgan Chase US, international debit card, which can be transacted in any currency. US dollar, Indian rupee, Sing dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, you just choose and it can transit in any currency, whatever. And somebody is asking me, if I have a card from JP Morgan, shall I take another debit card from SBI? Sorry, credit card from SBI. That is, how would I react? That I even do not know. Personal guarantees are part and package of SPLC. If you are a promoter of any company, whether the company is 100 crore, 200 crore, 500 crore, 1000 crore, or maybe higher than that, the right strategy is to take SPLC, whereby once you negotiate the SPLC with the bank, the right strategy is to have a personal guarantee. So assuming as a company you are taking an individual loan from 5 banks, say 100 crores, rather than giving 5 personal guarantees, you can give SPLC. But yes, one important thing which is definitely there in SPLC and which is always an interpretation issue between the bank and the investor is, can SPLC be pledged? That is very important question and nobody asked this. SPLC can be pledged, cannot be pledged. It's completely dependent upon the agreement and there are multiple things which we cannot discuss in the public domain. The second last question that came to us is that my personal guarantee PG is being invoked by a bank without my permission. Can I write to bank? By the way, personal guarantees are auto revocable. I really don't think that bank need to take a permission from you while revoking the bank guarantee. But having said that, one thing which is being not asked in this question by someone is that if that personal guarantee is backed up by SBLC, for a minute I assume, then bank needs permission. And here is catch. I have a personal guarantee and bank wanted to invoke it because I'm not in a situation to pay. Bank have complete right. I have a SPLC whereby personal guarantee is a part and parcel of that. Bank needs written permission. And the last and very important question, can a director get SPLC? I once again do not know how to react on this question. We got several questions, but in the interest of time, we only shortlisted few important. Any authorized officer of a company, whether it's a director or a promoter or a managing director or a CEO or maybe CFO, he can take SPLC on his name or on the name of the company. The right strategy is SPLC should be issued in the name of the company, not in the name of a designated officer. There are multiple permutations and combination, pros and cons in that regards. What would if I issue SPLC in the name of a promoter? What would if I issue in the name of a designated officer or in the name of an organization? Authorized signatory is a completely different thing. But yes, the most unfortunate part is that even though in this article 1.85 trillion, which is precisely 1,85,000 crore, bifurcation was not given, but I'm damn sure that out of 1,85,000 crore, even 85 lakh worth of personal guarantee is not backed up by SPLC. And that is creating a problem in the system. And I really understand why the banks are not percolating this knowledge to the people, which would not only ease them, but also ease everybody. So it's a clarification video or solution video on the personal guarantee. And since we got many questions, in the interest of time, we shortlisted few. And I hope that majority of the questions being answered. Rest all is subject to consultancy. But to the person who wrote me on the YouTube that why don't you explain, first show me a single video who even dare to cover this. Then I will cover everything on YouTube. This side Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp. 9818485155. Have a great time. Talk soon.